Facts about Ralph Waldo Emerson. Born in Boston in 1803, Ralph Waldo Emerson was a writer, lecturer, poet, and transcendentalist thinker. He wrote essays such as Self-Reliance and Nature. He lost father at an early age. Emerson's father, Reverend William Emerson, was a prominent Boston resident who worked as Unitarian minister, but he didn't focus solely in matters of God and religion. William Emerson also organized meetings of intellectuals, bringing together open-minded people from a variety of backgrounds to discuss philosophy, science, and books. Emerson's father died of stomach cancer when Emerson was just 7 years old. He was in Harvard after studying at Boston Latin School, which is now the oldest school in the U.S. Emerson began college at 14 years old. At Harvard College, he learned Latin, Greek, geometry, history, and philosophy. Then he switched Greeks and became minister. In 1825, Emerson decided to become minister, following in his father and grandfather's footsteps. In 1826, he then worked at Unitarian Church in Boston. His young wife died of tuberculosis. When Emerson was 26, he married 18-year-old Ellen Louise Decker. The newlyweds lived happily in Boston, but Decker was suffering from tuberculosis. Emerson's mother helped take care of her son's ailing wife, but in 1831, less than 2 years after getting married, Ellen passed away. Emerson dealt with his grief by writing in his journals and traveling and visiting her grave. The next year, after an exciting period of soul-searching, he decided to leave the ministry to become secular thinker. Give more than 1,000 lectures, which made him rich. In 1833, Emerson turned his love of writing into a career. He traveled around New England reading his essays and speaking to audience about his views on nature, the role of religion, and his travels. He named his daughter after his first wife in 1835. Emerson married Lydia Jackson. The couple had 4 children, Waldo, Ellen, Edith, and Edward, and they named their first daughter Ellen Tucker to honor Emerson's first wife. Besides naming his daughter after her, Emerson also kept his first wife's rocking chair to remind himself of his love of her. Meeting Abraham Lincoln changed his mind about the president. Emerson wrote and lectured about the evil of slavery, and he criticized President Lincoln for not doing enough to end it. In 1862, Emerson gave an anti-slavery lecture in Washington, D.C., and was invited to the White House to meet Lincoln. After the meeting, Emerson said, when he was made his remark, "He looks up at you with a great satisfaction and shows all his white teeth and laugh." He suffered from memory problem late in life. In the early 1870s, Emerson began forgetting things. Most historians think Emerson suffered from Alzheimer's or aphasia, although he had difficulty recalling certain words. He continued to lecture until a few years before his death. Despite forgetting his own name and the names of his parents, Emerson kept a positive energy until he died. Quotes. Sorrow looks back, worry looks around, faith looks up. Dear, to live the life you have dreamed for yourself, go forward and make your dreams come true. Never lose an opportunity of seeing anything beautiful, for beauty is God's handwriting.